Hi, you guys. So, as you know, I have been living in Alaska since November. So, let's say the past 9 months, I've been living in Alaska. And today, I literally just want to make a video telling you about the good and the bad, my likes, my dislikes of what I like here. Like I said, every time I usually make a video about Alaska, it's because of something that I done probably went through a few days ago, or something that I'm going through right now. And right now, it's the changing of the weather in July, and it's a little agitating, but you know, it is what it is. So let's get started on this video of my likes and my dislikes of being here in Alaska. So, like I said in the video, this video is literally just going to detail my likes and my dislikes of being here in Alaska. I've been here for going on a year. It'll be a year in November. So I've experienced all the weathers here. Fall, winter, spring, summer, going through all the different changes with scenery, all kind of stuff. And the longer I stay here, the longer I realize there are some things about this place that I like, and there are a lot of things about Alaska that I dislike. So, the very first start of the video, you see me say that the weather around this time has kind of been ticking me off. Well, it is the last week of July. It is about to go on into August, and it feels like fall outside. It is like 50 something degrees outside. Yes, it's still beautiful. The days are getting shorter. So instead of it being like literally like bright all day long, like it had been in the summer in June, it's not totally getting dark, but it's getting semi-dark. Like it looks a little bit late around like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, like I'm gonna say like 2:30. It looks semi later, but still light, but not as light as it is in June. But what's killing me is the fact that it's like at night, it's like 40 something degrees outside. Like I feel like I'm back in winter again, and I'm feeling some type of way because I've said it 1,020 times. I am from the South. So during this time of year in July, it is still humid. It is still 80, 90 degrees outside, probably even 100. So think about how I'm feeling. I'm up here in Alaska, and it's July, the end of July, coming into the first week of August, and it feels like fall outside. I am highly disappointed. Today I went out, and what do I have on? I look like I'm dressed like it's winter and fall outside, but it's supposed to be summer. I literally bought all these cute summer clothes to wear here for the summer because the summers are so short because it doesn't stop snowing until May, which is crazy. So I'm thinking June, July, and at least August, I'm gonna be about to looking cute with my little short sleeve, low cut shirts, being cute. Nope, not at all. I'm still over here dressing like it's wintertime. So that was like my big part of this video. I was like, you know what? And as talking to friends and stuff and talking to other people that I meet here that have lived here for the past few years, so only a year, only a few months, I came to find out that a lot of people agree with me about Alaska. Like, it's a lot of good things about Alaska, but it's also a lot of bad things. And I'm not gonna say like super bad, but just simple bad stuff. And one for me, the main point right now is the weather. Like I am literally disappointed that in July, I'm sitting up here feeling like I gotta pull back all my pullovers, all my sweaters, put all that stuff out that I literally put in the back of the closet a month ago. Like I'm feeling some type of way. Being here, experiencing all the weather, it is neat, but not at the same time. Like for instance, we have the winter. The winters here, everybody's like, oh my God, the winters in Alaska are so beautiful. Which is a like. The main like is the scenery here. The scenery here is beautiful, amazing. I would not take that away from Alaska. Yes, the sceneries are beautiful. But what's not beautiful is driving on those snowy, icy roads. That's not beautiful. Yes, it's beautiful to go outside in the wintertime and see the pinkish sky. When I tell you it'd be so quiet and so peaceful because nobody really be outside. Sometimes the kids may be out there like making snowmans and stuff like that. And especially being that, like I said, I came from Georgia, you really don't get to have a white Christmas. Here in Alaska, you do get a white Christmas. So that is like so amazing to wake up on Christmas morning and then there's like snow that's like outside. It makes you feel like so happy and like jolly around the holiday season. But let's get into the bad part of the winter. It's when me being way from down south and I'm not really good at driving in the snow. Sometimes, like last year and the day after Christmas, it sleeted. So the ice was so bad. It was like an ice storm, basically sleeted. So all that water got into the ice and basically all the roads was like icy and it was like seriously like dangerous the day after Christmas. That was like freaking horrible. And not to mention the negative 30 and 40 degree weather. I think the lowest since I've been here, the lowest I've seen was negative 35 degrees to where you're walking outside and your eyelashes and eyebrows is like have icicles on them. It is like that bad. Like you have no choice but to be layered up. That was like the most annoying part. Like who want to go outside? Like nobody be outside in the wintertime here. Nobody. The only time you see people outside here in the wintertime is when they're either going to school, they're going to work, going to maybe doctor's appointments, going to the store, or when they're cleaning out the snow in the driveways with the snow blowers and the snow shovels. That's the only time. Like I'm talking about by the time May came, I was so shocked to see how many people I literally had living in my neighborhood. I was like, I didn't know all these people lived here because nobody comes outside in the winter here. Like the winters here are beautiful, but harsh. And then don't even get me started on the spring. I was like, oh, we have some light at the end of the tunnel. Spring comes in March. It doesn't matter. It still snows in spring and it's still cold in spring. So you don't even worry about trying to put up your winter stuff. You still gonna be walking around in big coats in March. The summer literally don't hit until like the last week of May. The last week of May. And by the first week of May, the first week of June, you will start feeling all the heat and stuff, which is great. Like you get to see the beautiful outside, the sun, the nice trees, the beautiful flowers. People go out to like lakes and ponds, go fishing, stuff like that. It's beautiful here in the summer. But what they don't tell you about, the bad part of the summer here, is the wildfires. I have never in my life experienced wildfires. Like I felt like I lived in California or something, where you go outside and it's looking like orange Silent Hill out there. Like everything is smoky and orange and you barely can breathe. Think about the people who got like asthma and stuff and just have to stay inside. Just as quick as everybody was outside for the summer enjoying it, when those wildfires come, it'd be like a ghost town, literally in Alaska. Everybody be inside. Like, don't nobody be outside. It is like super horrible. Then, added on with all that smoke that's everywhere, it's super hot. So, not only do you have it super hot, which I don't mind. I came from Georgia. It's always hot there in the summer. But I do mind when you have the smoke mixed with the heat, which makes it even hotter. So it's just like smug. It's like horrible. Nobody told me about the wildfires that they have in the summer. Everybody just fed me the beautiful part of the summer here. Oh, it's so beautiful in Alaska in the summer. It really is. But why nobody told me about the wildfires that happens in the summer? The daylight. Yes, the daylight. I'm not even gonna just sugarcoat that. I actually think having all day daylight is exciting. It's different. because people who live down south, we're used to it getting dark outside, even in the summer at 9 o'clock. We think at 9 o'clock, 9:30, the sun is going down. That's like amazing, because in the wintertime, it starts getting dark at 6 o'clock. So we'd be happy for it to get dark around 9 o'clock, 9:30 p.m. in the south. Here in the summer, in June, it be daylight all day. And I think that's kind of neat, especially for people who like work late, like me at my job. I don't get off until 11 p.m. So on the weekends, when my husband is off, I still get to like spend time with my kids, still get to spend time with my husband. We get to go to people like barbecues, birthday parties and stuff, because people still be out literally at 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, partying, barbecuing, all kind of stuff. So the daylight thing is perfect for me. Now, another dislike about the summer that I do not like is the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes is like this big. Like, I may be exaggerating, but not joking. They are super big, and it be so many of them. Like, Osprey is like gold here in the summer. Like, no lie. Osprey is like gold here. You will not survive without Osprey in the summer. Like, not too long ago, I went to like a little kickback or whatever. I got off work at 11 o'clock. It was some of my husband's coworkers, and he was already there. And he asked me to come. It's like 12:30 at night, still daylight. I go out there, real cool, chill. Everybody listen to music, drinking and stuff. The mosquitoes was tearing me and everybody else up. And basically what you and everybody else is going to be doing is basically shuffling around a bottle of off, trying to spray your face, your whole body and everything, because the mosquitoes be tearing you up alive out there. I came from Georgia, and the mosquitoes were horrible there. Even the mosquitoes are bad in Mississippi, where I was born. The mosquitoes are horrible. But in Alaska, these mosquitoes are like monsters. They're literally like a totally different thing. And the fall, I got here in November. So fall, I can't really say too much about it. It definitely has its cold days in fall. It's snow on the road, but not enough too bad where you feel like you can't drive in it. It's pretty not that bad. The only bad thing about the fall was I wasn't used to like 20-degree weather, because in the South Dakota, it's probably like 30 something. Like, I don't even think it get below 35. So the fact that the weather here in the fall can get to like 18, 19, 20 degrees, like, OMG, that is like another story. But yeah, the weather here, I have my likes and my dislike about that. So can't complain too much, but I'm still gonna complain. Now we're going to get to one of my likes about being here. Everything is literally 10 minutes away. So, like most of you know, like I said before, my husband was stationed at Fort Benning, and we lived in Fort Mitchell, Alabama. Fort Mitchell is like 10 minutes away from Fort Benning, 15 minutes away from Columbus, Georgia, like 15 minutes away from Phoenix City. So Fort Mitchell is like right in the middle. It's literally one long country highway. It has 2 Dollar Generals, 2 gas stations, and 1 Rainbow grocery store, and like 2 or 3 places for you to eat. But literally, when I say country, people that's from like Mississippi and stuff like that, you'll get what I'm saying. Literally, one country long highway. But needless to say, yeah, you live in the country, but trying to get to like the malls, trying to get to like Chick-fil-A, you want to get some wings, you want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, Red Lobster, all that stuff, it's going to take you 30 minutes. Probably 35 minutes. And as well, I have friends that live in Atlanta. When I go to visit my friends that live in Atlanta, literally to get to everything because of the traffic, it takes you about like 40 minutes. That's so annoying. So I will say, being that living in Fairbanks, well, I'm living in Fort Wainwright, but we're near Fairbanks, it takes no longer than 10 minutes. Every once in a while, you may find somewhere that's kind of far. We had went to this restaurant called the Pump restaurant yesterday. It was like 15 minutes away. It was actually like, that was my first time ever since I've been here going that far out. And by the way, the Pump restaurant, oh my God, you have to go. The food is like delectable. It is amazing. The Pump restaurant, have to go. I love it. I definitely will be doing a TikTok about that and letting people know how good the food is. But 10 minutes away from everything is like wonderful, especially when the weather gets super bad. Because when I first got here and the snow was on the road, I was like, how am I going to get like to these grocery stores and stuff? I can't drive like in this weather, in this snow, and literally everything is 10 minutes away. So it makes it so much better for you, especially with the weather being bad, to be able to have like a 10-minute drive just to go to Walmart and get something and then come back home. Even with you living on post in Fort Wainwright, the hospital from me, the hospital is literally like 2 minutes away from me. The commissary is not far. The gas station is literally, I can walk to the gas station like right behind my house. Everything is so close in the vicinity, and I love that because the weather here, like I said before, is super harsh. So you need everything to be close to you like that. Now, I will say a dislike is there are not that many places to go. I prefer living in the country. To me, Fairbanks, Alaska is a country. Like, it's super country. They're like a bunch of, mom and pop places. You got a mall, but the mall is like I've never been there, I've just seen it from the outside. It's like super small. And it's not there really that many places to go. When I was living in Fort Mitchell, yeah, like I said, that was the country, but at least I could go to Columbus, Georgia. Columbus, Georgia had like all the restaurants. Me and my coworkers used to get together and go to Buffalo Wild Wings for drinks, or we would go to Applebee's, go to Chili's, go to Caballeros, all kind of stuff. And they didn't have a mall in Columbus. Well, they did have a mall in Columbus. I'm wrong. They had a mall in Columbus, Georgia, but I'm not really a mall person because doesn't it seem like every time you go to the mall to get something, all the vendors that be in the middle of the floor come to you like vultures? Just, hey, you want to try this? Hey, you want to buy this? And I just stay out of a mall. But I do like living in a place where I do have the option to go to a mall that has a lot of different stores because I have daughters. And my oldest, she's about to be 13. She always want to shop. And I've been finding myself doing more clothes shopping for my girls, either online or just going to Walmart here. So I do hate there are not a lot of clothes stores. They do have shoe stores, but not as many as I thought they would. I do hate that is not a lot of different food places. The food places that I'm used to, like I miss Chick-fil-A. Like my friends be making me feel some type of way when I talk to them. They be like, yeah, I'm at Zaxby's or I'm at Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, why, Alaska? Why don't you have that? Now, I did hear that in Anchorage, they have like IHOP in certain places, which is like 6 hours away from here. Like, come on now. I gotta drive 6 hours away just to so-called get near civilization. And I heard that they got a big mall too. And the only way I'm gonna be able to do it is probably if my husband takes a pass, but my husband's supposed to be going on leave in a little while, so hopefully I can see what Anchorage looks like. What's the hype about? Because everybody says they have a big, nice mall there. They do have a lot of food places there. Some of the chain food places that you would see in other places they have in Anchorage. So I'm trying to see what's up. But in Fairbanks, nope. They don't have a lot of stores. They don't have a lot of like clothing stores, shoe stores. I like to have a nightlife. I like to go out, have fun with my friends. They don't really have too many like clubs and stuff like that here. Mostly bars. Being in Columbus, near Columbus, Georgia, they had like a lot of clubs. And don't even get me started the fact that Atlanta was just 2 hours away. And me and my husband, like if we didn't have the kids or something, the kids was like with family or with the in-laws, we would take a 2-hour trip to Atlanta, have a night out on the town. You ain't about to have no night out on the town in Fairbanks, Alaska. Now, like I said, I don't know if you could do that in Anchorage. I don't know too much about Anchorage, but definitely in Fairbanks, you're not about to have no night out on the town. You're probably about to go to some bars. That's about it, which is not bad, but I do like bars, but I do like, nightclubs too and lounges. And that's something they do not have in Fairbanks. So I do kind of wish that Fairbanks kind of upgraded on certain stuff and had a lot more places, chain food places that you could eat, a lot more places where you could shop, and a lot more places where you could like enjoy the nightlife. Now, another dislike that has been getting on my nerves for a couple of days lately is because it's summer, right? So it's just me and my husband. The kids are gone with family for the summer and they won't be back until next month when school starts. So with that being said, I really don't have to cook a lot because I'm at work at night and my husband's at work in the day. So me and my husband kind of, I'm not going to lie, we eat out a lot. One thing I found annoying, there is not a lot of food places to eat at here. Everything closes at 9 o'clock, literally at 9 o'clock. And I'm over here like, what? Like, even on the weekends, everything, the latest, I think most restaurants and stuff stay open is like 9 and 10 restaurants. They don't even, when COVID was like, even when COVID had got a little bit better, being in Columbus, Georgia, Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings still will stay open until like 1 o'clock in the morning on a Friday and Saturday. Versus Sunday, Monday through Thursday, they will close like at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. That irks me that everything literally closes here, the restaurant wise, at like 9 and 10 o'clock. I think from what I heard, it's a family restaurant that stays open really late. I've never been to it. I heard about it the day before yesterday when I was complaining to a friend, like, why they don't never have no food places open? Like, why everything closed early? They do have one 24-hour McDonald's. And when I tell you, because it's 24 hours, that line be long. And you be sitting there for a while. And it takes about, let's say like 17 minutes to get there from Post, I want to say. Maybe, I'm going to say 15. It takes about 15 minutes to get there from Post, and you be in that line for like a long time. But that's irritating to me. I wish that they would have more food. Like, they have a lot of food places here, not gonna lie. Even though it's a bunch of mom and pop places, they do have a lot of food places. But can we like normalize that on Friday and Saturday nights? Can we have some food places that are at least open until midnight, at least? Because when I get off from work at 11 o'clock, sometimes I get off early at 10:30, me and my husband be want to like grab a drink and get something to eat because Lord knows my husband cannot cook. And when I get off work, I'm not about to cook nothing. So please normalize. I like McDonald's, but I don't want to eat McDonald's every day. And another thing that's irritating, I wish Walmart would be open 24 hours like it used to be before COVID, but I'm just assuming this don't have anything to do with Alaska, but every like Walmart, in the world closes at 11. Even when I was talking to my friend that lives in Atlanta, the Walmarts there close at 11. So I can't really complain too much about that. I do wish that they had still 24-hour like Walgreens. Other places in like Phoenix City, Alabama, because I lived close to that when I was in Fort Mitchell, and in Columbus, Georgia, and Atlanta, still have 24-hour Walgreens. They do not have a 24-hour Walgreens here, so that is a little disappointing. The only thing I found out in Fairbanks that opens really late is Safeway. Yeah, the Safeway grocery store. They open late because, which is convenient. I will say I want to be open till like 1 o'clock in the morning because especially for us people that work late, don't get off until like me, 11 p.m. or get off at midnight, and you need to get something for home, toilet paper. For me the other day, bacon, so I could make some breakfast for my husband because I was like, I'm not about to get up early in the morning and go to the PX. I cherish my sleep very much. So when I got off work, I went to Safeway, got his bacon, and went back home. So I do like the fact that Safeway stays open to at least 1 a.m. So like I said before, this is just literally a small video ranting about what I dislike and like about being in Fairbanks. Like I said before, this is just for all the new people that have never been to Alaska before and they're probably gonna get stationed at Fort Wainwright or about to move to Fairbanks and you want to know, like, how is the place? Because I watched some YouTube videos before I got here and they really didn't tell me nothing. So now, since I've been here the last few months, almost a year, I've been experiencing everything. And I'm not gonna say this place is like just totally bad, because it's not. Like, I love in the wintertime going outside and looking how peaceful it looks outside. I mean, granted, I don't like driving in it, but I love looking at how peaceful it looks. And in the afternoon, going outside, looking at the sky, seeing how nice it looks, how quiet it is, how peaceful. I love that. But I think it doesn't matter where you are in the world, whether you're in Alaska, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, you're going to always find something negative about where you live. I will say that when our time is up here, would I want to come back and live again? Never. I would never want to live in Alaska ever again. Once our 3 years are up, it's a done deal. I do not want to come back. Will I come back to visit right now? I'm going to have to give it a no. But who knows? Like I said, it's still places that I haven't been. The next place on my list, I have to go to Anchorage. I've heard so much about it, so I have to go. Christmas is coming up in the next few months, and I was just talking to my oldest daughter today, telling her, like, we need to go to the North Pole, because I heard that is like, it's a whole little Christmassy town and I want to see it. So I still have a lot of more investigating to do. But I just want to give everybody my experience of what I like and what I dislike here. But like I said before, I still have more to see. And when I see it, I will let you know yet again what my opinions are. So thanks for watching my video. Bye.